get through the gears, incapable of making alright decisions, and having bad ideas. Now it's 3 in the morning, and I'm trying to change your mind. Left you multiple missed calls until my message you replied.
Hello everyone, my name is Erika. Today I'm super excited to talk about the movie Cruella. You know, that wild and stylish story about the girl behind the villain from 101 Dalmatians. If you love fashion, drama, and badass anti-heroes, stick around because I'm breaking it all down for you. Let's get into it. I really like Cruella's bold and cool style. She's got a strong personality, super ambitious, and isn't afraid to be different. Even though she's kind of an anti-hero, that's what makes her so interesting. She's rebellious but still knows what she wants. Usually I don't watch movies with character like that, but Cruella is different. She really stands out. The movie starts with Estella, a smart and creative little girl who's a bit wild compared to other kids. Her mom called that side of her Cruella. They moved to London because Estella causes a lot of trouble. Sadly, her mom dies in a tragic accident at a fancy party, pushed off a cliff by Dalmatian dogs. Estella feels really guilty and traumatized. Then Estella lives on the streets with 2 small-time thieves, Jasper and Horace. They survive by stealing, but Estella still dreams of becoming a fashion designer. When she grows up, Estella gets a job working for this famous designer, Baroness von Hellman. At first, she admires her, but soon she realizes that Baroness is actually really mean and selfish. One day, Estella sees a necklace her mom used to wear on Baroness and finds out the Baroness ordered the dogs to kill her mom. That's a huge turning point. So, Estella creates a new persona, Cruella, a bold and flashy designer who starts challenging the Baroness with crazy public stunts. Everyone in London starts noticing her wild style. The Baroness starts suspecting that Estella and Cruella are the same person. Meanwhile, Jasper and Horace get uncomfortable with how selfish and controlling Cruella is becoming, and their friendship starts falling apart. Cruella plans a big final move to take down the Baroness at a fancy gala, but before that, the Baroness tries to kill Cruella by burning down her house. Luckily, Cruella is saved by the Baroness' assistant, who switches sides and reveals a big secret. Cruella is actually the Baroness' doctor, abandoned because the Baroness didn't want a kid. At the last party, Cruella tricks the Baroness into pushing her off a cliff, just like what happened with her mom. But Cruella is safe with hidden parachute. The Baroness gets arrested. Now, Cruella owns the Baroness' fortune and takes over her mansion, which is called Hell Hall for 101 Dalmatians. At the end, she sends 2 Dalmatian puppies, Pongo and Perdita, to Anita and Roger, linking to the original story. Watching Cruella helped me learn a lot about English, especially vocabulary and pronunciation. The movie mixed formal and casual British English, so I got to hear different accents and ways people speak, like the fancy way the Baroness talk compared to Cruella's more rebellious style. I learned new fashion words like couture, sehot, and assemble, plus idioms that show confidence or sarcasm. The emotional language helped me see how tone and word choice show personality. It was a fun way to get better at listening to English. From the movie, I learned about 1970s London culture, especially fashion, class, and gender roles. The film shows the punk movement, all about rebellion and self-expression. Cruella's styles and attitude really reflect that. I also learned that women had to fight hard to get noticed in industries controlled by powerful people like the Baroness. The story talks about identity, power, and how society decides that's good or bad, especially for women. It made me appreciate how fashion can be a way to resist and how stories show cultural change. One challenge was understanding the British accent, especially when people talk fast or use slang. Some fashion words and idioms were new to me. Also, it was sometimes hard to follow emotional scenes because the tone and speed changed a lot. To fix this, I used English subtitles to connect the word I heard with the text. I pause and reply parts to catch tricky bits. I also look up new words and try to understand them in context. This helped me get better at listening and enjoy the movie more. Alright, that's it for today's talk about Cruella. What did you think about Cruella? Are you Team Estella or Team Cruella? Thank you so much for watching and I catch you in the next one.